Sci-fi and fantasy writers, it sucks. Whatever's been going on or whatever is going to happen, you're going to be going through it. What I want you to remember is, though, that you are on the right track. What is happening to you is meant to be a mini lesson. And the reason why I say that is because you did not get any major arcana cards, but it feels major. So let me explain to you how I'm getting there, and we can maybe figure out what actionable steps that you can take to better yourself or better the situation. So first we have the Eight of Pentacles, and the Eight of Pentacles is about a skill, maybe being an apprentice. I usually like to think of it as perfection, as you've perfected a skill. This person's been doing this over and over and over and over. And so they know what they're doing. You have the Queen of Wands, so it's almost like there's no demand for attention. You might be putting too much demand on yourself for attention. We have the 10 of Wands. Sorry. Yes, 10 of Wands. And whenever 10 comes up reversed, it makes me feel like the querent has not accepted an ending. And because you've got the 10 of Wands, either you've probably delegated some stuff or you just haven't accepted where to go next. Something positive to look forward to is that you do have this Two of Cups. Usually this also means like a new person coming in your life, partner, friend, business partner. I'm going to go a little bit more with yourself on this because of the next two cards. Remember what I said about a 10 being reversed? Well, you also have the 10 of Swords reversed. So it feels like, again, you haven't accepted some sort of an ending here. There's something that you are missing. There is something that is that was hurtful, and you are not accepting that you need to move on from it. Remember also what I said about 10s being reversed? You also got the 10 of Cups reversed. So you feel like there's nobody here to help you. I like to think of this card as the chosen family. So it almost feels like you just don't have anyone you can depend on. If you feel very alone. You also have the Three of Swords. Heartache. You're broken. It's hurtful. I kind of feel like you're getting too much. There's been a lot of setbacks lately, and you're feeling just like you can't go forward. I'm going to advise you to use the Four of Swords as mental rest. Four of Swords is mental rest, and I think that's what the tarot is telling you to do. Take a mental rest. I think you're experiencing some burnout, and I think that's the problem that's going on here. You have been beaten up. You are still standing, and you are still willing to fight the big fight, but you need to remember that. I think that you have lost sight of that, lost sight of your goals, and lost sight of your dreams. And take a moment to take a step back and remember those. On the bottom of the deck, you got the Five of Pentacles, and Pentacles are our health, our body, and our money. And fives are about conflict. So you're having some really problems right now, probably money-wise or health-wise. Again, if it's health-wise, take that mental rest. If it's money-wise, go back and understand why you're doing what you're doing. Emotional wise, I think you need to go back and understand who you are and why you're originally doing this. So yeah, I just feel like you're experiencing a lot of burnout right now. And that is probably what you just need to go back to who you truly are. And that would be my ultimate advice. Use this Four of Swords to your advantage. Take the break when you can, and while you can. A word that you should probably put into your mind is recharge. The numbers you should probably pay attention to are 8, 3, 10, 2, 10, 10, 3, 4, and 9, and 5. So if you add all those up, you get 64, and 6 plus 4 equals 10 in the major arcana, which is the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is about things are turning, wheels are turning, things are heading in the right direction. It may not feel like that right now because of what's on the table, but things are turning for the better good. I know it's hard to do that or to accept that or to even hear that when you feel like the world is falling apart around you and you're hurt and destroyed and whatnot. But this needed to happen. It's not a big thing. I think you're making a bigger deal out of it than it needs to be. But that's just that's what the cards are telling me. Elementally wise, you are pretty evened out. You got earth, air, fire, and water. And because you had no major arcanas, I didn't really know what to give you astrology wise for homework. However, I just realized that since we did the 10, added all those up and looked at the 10 for the Wheel of Fortune, I am going to advise you to take a look at Jupiter. That might be a way to go into your next step and to see how you can start accepting some of these 10 endings that are going on that you just haven't quite seemed to move on from. Because what comes after the 10 is the ace, a new journey, a new cycle. But it just kind of feels like you're stuck in an old cycle. So look at Jupiter. The colors that you probably want to pay attention to are a pink haze and green. So the pink haze kind of came from these clouds here. And then the green came from the 10 of cups. I do pull 3 extra cards. We have fork in the road, but it's also reversed. So again, I think what you need to remember with this is that you are still going on a specific path. I don't think you've reached this fork in the road yet. And when you do, you should probably be prepared for it. So really dig into yourself, your inner self, make friends with who you are. Take this mental rest to be prepared for when that happens, for when that opportunity presents itself. Know that you are perfect. Know that you have the skills in order to do what you want to do, and just start releasing this stuff that you are not accepting as an ending. A teddy bear, maybe curl up with your teddy bear at night and just allow yourself to be a child and live in that present moment. And then I also have look at each major side character. What do they want more than anything? Again, take a step back, look at things that are not as big or as prominent, and look at the minor things and how the minor things are helping you get to where you want to go. With that, I'm Chris, and I am a tarot reader who helps screenwriters and authors complete 3 to 8 detailed outlines in less than a year. Now, you could go a lot more, up to 12, maybe more. It just depends on what your writing process is. I use all of these tarot decks behind me so that if a writer comes up to me with a dragon story, I have a dragon deck. A haunted house story, I have a haunted house deck. A horror story, vampires, zombies. There are actual human stuff here as well. It's not just all fantasy, but that's just the way that I've developed my practice, and I want it to help. I believe that by looking at tarot cards before a writer writes a single word, they are able to encase themselves in their own creativity and their own world, thus being able to bring the reader along a lot more authentically. If you do want to take this a step further and you do want to experience how tarot can help you write a complete story, I do have a free 15-minute exercise in the link in my bio, and there I will guide you on how to write a complete story, a beginning, a middle, and an end in less than 15 minutes. With that, I would like to invite you to like, subscribe, follow, and share, and I will see you in the next one.